Hello and welcome to the Intuitive Messenger channel. I am Mitchell, your intuitive messenger and energy forecaster for today, Monday, July 15th, 2013. And I'm sitting here all in my head thinking, did I say intuitively? Intuitively? I'm not going to re-record. So today is a number 15, which is the Devil card in Tarot. So there's some energy there that might be about holding you back and being kind of constrained or restrained, if you will. But also it's the number 6, which is the Lover's card. So it's interesting that the Devil and the Lover card kind of go hand in hand with some energy and vibration. And I asked Spirit just before I came on, I said, is there a message you want me to deliver? And pretty clearly they gave me an area, which it is about love. Well, sort of. But the message that I want to echo that I heard from the other side was so many people asking about, when will my lover show up? When will my soulmate come to me? Da 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 da. And it feels, the energy when I read these posts or hear this information or work with clients, a lot of times the energy still feels like you're playing a victim, like it's out of your control that they're not showing up. Now, I do believe there is some divine timing and some destiny moments involved with that, but the majority of the time I feel like you're not prepared, you're not ready, you're truly not wanting, you're blocking. It's your energy. And oftentimes I will just simply say, would you date yourself? Take a good hard look in the mirror and ask yourself, would I go out with me? Would I go out with yourself? Look at yourself in the mirror. Are you the person you would want to be with? How do you react in moments of stress? How do you react when someone lets you down? Look at what happens when things change in your life and you react to that, or how are you playing victim or hero? So just take a good hard look, and if you have trouble finding that out, then just ask a couple close friends, would you date me or why wouldn't you? What are the reasons why? But you gotta have an open heart and be ready to hear some serious truth, and only ask the close friends that question, because you're gonna get, hopefully they'll give you the serious answer. Years ago, this is a funny thing, but years ago, I was an actor for many, many years and did a lot of improv. And after a show, I would hear new actors always say, hey, how did you like the show? What did you think? Well, first of all, they're walking in a line of people. And I said, you're either going to get the truth or the lie, or a lie, and you're not going to know the difference. Because most people are going to feel awkward and say, oh, it was wonderful, great. Well, is that the truth or a lie? So for me, I always just said, thank you for coming. But also, more importantly, when I went to a show and I went and watched any kind of an event or somebody did something and I truly enjoyed it, I made a point to go to them and say, thank you, I enjoyed that. Unsolicited praise, because that carries so much validation and weight for people, because it was not, asked for, solicited, and it's the honest to goodness truth. I seek them out to do that. Same with, readings and radio shows and, any other thing like that. I seek people out to let them know what a great job they did. And it was very interesting because most of the time, especially in theater, I would go find those people who played tiny little roles who mesmerized me. I couldn't take my eyes off them, even though the star was over here doing their thing. But it was the tiny little people. Sometimes they never even had a line, but they were fully in character. Got way off subject. But yeah, so ask yourself, would you date yourself? Would you date yourself, and just see what comes up there, and then start creating it, because you are in charge of manifesting that. And again, you could have set up pre-life that your contract was to be fully single your entire life. Chances are not, but most people, when they are going to be live and have a single life, they pretty much know it. They're pretty much comfortable with that. And we all should be able to get to the point where we realize we are enough. We could go through life completely, unattached to a single relationship the entire time, but potentially having many relationships, friendships, designed family versus blood family. So I still have to pull a card. So there's a pretty powerful message today. We had a great show last night. Some really, really amazing readings. Lots of Lots of interesting things. If you did not listen to that show, check out the archive of Cosmic Caffeine, especially when you get into the segment about Earl, a young man who they weren't sure if he was murdered or committed suicide or just just passed away. But it was a very powerful episode, very healing as well. If you haven't listened to my archive from last Wednesday night, check it out as well. A lot of animal communications with teaching going along, so it's a cool show. Tomorrow night, my first ever virtual lab class, which is the basics of tarot cards, and overall, any class I teach is going to have intuitive development in it. So if you're not interested in tarot, it will still help you to some sense, looking for signs and symbols and numbers and meanings within the realms of everyday life. But the main tool will be tarot. So hopefully, and you can bring angel card, oracle cards, whatever you want with you. But we're going to focus on mainly tarot, but it works across the line of different types of cards. So come to that. And then, of course, Wednesday night, back on at 8:30 p.m. for my blog talk radio show, The Intuitive Messenger Show. And card for today is the Chariot. Very nice card. So this is a number? This is a... Let me have a sip of my Starbucks. So this is a number 7 card. 7 is the only card that I feel like has more moving and shifting and changing is 5. 7 still has that energy. It's like you've come down the mountain and you've taken off. So number 7, a lot of movement. It's very dynamic, very masculine. The Chariot card here is about movement. A lot of times it's about decisions. Quick decisions, make them fast. I will say that today I feel like they're... I'm going to say the decisions do not have to be made as quickly as I normally feel them. And actually, this is the first time in Mercury retrograde that I'm going to say this. I would encourage you to wait. Today is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Saturday is the 20th. I would wait closer to Saturday or Sunday before making any kind of big decisions. We are still in Mercury retrograde. It is coming down, so the energy is winding down a bit, I feel. So hold those decisions just a little bit. You'll be presented with a lot of decisions today. Definitely be presented with those today. This is also a little bit of a messenger feel as well. So look for delivery of things in your mailbox, cool messages, letters, inboxes on email as well. So just going to be a powerful, moving day. I feel a lot of heat, a lot of fire, even though we're seeing a lot of water being kicked up here. And connect with your higher self. I'm looking at the light on the card coming down. Connect with your higher self for guidance with the moon in the background and the light coming down. So really, really take those breaths, take those moments and say, which direction do I go? This way or that way? And then trust that it's the right way. All right? So I say to you, namaste. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Lots of stuff going on. Check out Jamie's page for updates on Talia. I post a few, but as I talked about last night on the radio show, I have been, quote, the anchor for Jamie especially, and Evan, and the rest of the team as well. Anytime I see posts on Talia, I'm either told to like or not like, or I don't do a whole lot of commenting because I think I've stayed back purposely or spirit-led to maintain the anchorship of what's going on there as this continual healing and joy and energy that flows through all of those connected with this beautiful young girl into her life. So check that out. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.